Should we do it?
I've got my chart thing here.
Yeah.
That's right. It's not that board. Yeah. That's what you do. You just can write on it anytime. Okay, my board. So I'm going to explain to you the IPOB structure and see where we fit in. Yeah. So we have bossman Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up here. Yes. Yep. Okay, he's the boss man, and he suffered and he's earned the right to be the supreme leader, which actually from his point of view is supreme servant. And that's what Ojukwu told us in the Hera Declaration. Ojukwu told us in the Hera Declaration, you call me His Excellency, you call me the leader, he said I'm your servant. He tried to get the Africans to understand that if you're a leader, you are serving the people. Okay. So Nnamdi is also following the same pattern, whereby if you're leading, you're willing to serve the people. Unlike most leaders, Nnamdi is willing to die for his people. That's why he was locked up. Okay? So with all due respect to him. Next to him is Richemefo, his deputy. Nnamdi has 3 facts. He shares 2 of them with Richemefo and gives the 3rd one. Yeah? So he knows all the things that he needs to, that will help us get to where we're going. Are you following this? He's willing to share with his deputy. Only 2. And he keeps the last one by himself because he wants to make sure we get there. Okay. Now, after Richemefo, you then have what the DOS. Okay? These are the people running the show. We're answerable to them. So you don't have to go straight to Nnamdi. He hasn't got the time. As you know, he's very, very busy. DOS is headed by someone called Chika Edoziem. He has his deputy, Nzurumike. And then under them, you have the DOS is full of all the continental reps. Someone called Mazi Abani, who's a European rep. So for under DOS, you have the continental reps. You have Africa, you have Europe, you have Asia, you have America. So all these are the continental reps. And each continent, like Europe, you have countries. This UK, Spain, and you're following, so Spain. Yes. And where you guys come in, you're under UK, and you're one of the zones in UK. Okay, so you see how the pattern evolved. You're down here, under UK, you're answerable to Europe. Europe is run by DOS, and they report to Onyisi direct, which before the deputy. Is that clear? Yes. Now, you know something called command and control, or chain of command. In the military, you have the marshal or the general who gives the order to the lieutenants and the colonels, and it passes all the way down to the troop, what we call the foot soldiers. That is where you and I come in. Yeah? We are the foot soldiers. Because when they give an order from here, national, we're going to march at Trafalgar Square. So I talk to all the zones, yes? I say, on the 30th of May, we're going for a march. Okay, that's how it comes. And they tell those in Biafra land, no one is going out to shop. It's shut down. So that's how the command comes. Even in prison, he says, I don't want anyone to go out on the 30th of May. Because last year we went out, they shot us. They killed us. We're staying indoors this year. And they just, you must go out. In fact, they were begging to come and drag people to go out to open their shops. So once the order is given, it's passed down to DOS, then the European or the continental reps pass it on to their the countries, and those countries pass it to the zones. Yeah? Is that clear? Yeah. Do you have any questions? Now, when it comes to zones, your coordinator answers to me, and I'm answerable to Europe. Europe answers to DOS, and so on. Okay, so it's command and control. we're going to try and strengthen it. So we're not breaking the command and control. I report direct to Europe. If I'm messing up, they pull me up. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, if I go straight to Odisi might phone me and say, Doc, that's what he calls me, Doc, I'm not happy about this. I say, okay, sorry, sir. What can we do to put it right? So that's how it works, just in case you're wondering how it works. But I can't phone it direct, because I have to go through Abani, my boss. And Abani will pass on the message. So I want you to understand there's a structure. And that structure, we have to adhere to it and stick to it, so that when the command is given, we obey it. Okay? So I've dealt with structure. I don't know if that's... So today, when we come to inaugurate you, we're saying you're now plugged in to one of the zones in UK. I just plugged in one in Edinburgh today, and there are 6 of them who had the oath of allegiance. And they're now willing to open the zone. I keep teasing them. Each time I phone people in Edinburgh, I said, what's happening? They say, oh, we want someone to start. Next time I say, from now on, your zone is nicknamed, we want someone to start. Because someone's going to start. So today they come together and they're taking the challenge. So we're going to encourage them. So maybe one day we'll all take a bus, we go up to Edinburgh, to Scotland, and join them. Okay? So that's what we're doing. So remain courageous. Nnamdi started with very few people. He was willing, he put his house on the line, he lost his house, was sleeping in the car park in his car, and making sure that you and I could put the word Biafra out in the world. Before, if you say Biafra, they laughed at us. Carol Wunde, I don't know if any of you know her, she went to Igbo IFAC meeting and said Biafra, and they spat at her. She's a white lady. They spat at her because she shouldn't be mentioning Biafra. But now, when IPOB go to IFAC, they welcome us. So everything takes time. So don't give up. It's resoluteness and persistence. Okay? The good book says, resist the devil. What happens? And how do you deal with bullies? You don't give up on the bully. In the playground, you and I know, the only time bully leaves you alone when you stand up. Even though the bully can beat you up, but when you actually scratch the bully, they know this one, I'm not going to go there anymore. Yeah? So that is important to know. We've got to resist the evil. They call it marginalization. No. I call it mmebu because there's no word in English to go mmebu. Yeah, mmebu is you feel it in your, you can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can touch it, and they want us to carry to the next generation. It's not going to happen. So we are putting up a stand. So I'm encouraging you all to read as much as you know about Biafra. And my duty is to share what knowledge there is out there. And you've got to understand that when people are sitting there, they have suffered to be where they are. They're committed to lead. They're committed to learn. You encourage them. So when you're starting at 6, they're here at 6. So if you come at 8, they'll be discouraged. So help each other. Okay? Is that important? Now, do you have any, it's best to answer questions than talking. I'm willing to answer any of your questions because it's easier. I want to interact it rather than just me talking.
Okay, your name, sir? Oh,
so sorry. My name is Justice Lois-Ukachi. Okay. Justice. Yeah. I'm a doctor, I'm a surgeon, I'm a bishop. It's too complicated. I mean, the postman is busy, but justice is okay. Yeah? Okay, yeah. Any other questions?
Should I speak in Igbo or should I speak in English? Okay. Please, you said you take directive from EU.
Yes.
And what is the connection with you and UN? A deputy. Do you take direction direct from the deputy?
No.
Or?
No.
Because there's a confusion, because there's something going on, which is, yes.
We're going to resolve all that confusion. At any of this chain, somebody can call you, and with all respect, you do what you can. But when there's a break in the chain, that's what's been happening. We're going to try and restore what we call law and order. Okay? I'm not supposed to directly be talking to each other, to be frank. Yeah? And all my dealings is right about him, and he passes the message, and so on. But any of them can call me at any time, and I've got to respond. And they can call your coordinators and the executive and say, what is going on in the North London zone? I want to know. So you're answerable. You follow. But the way I approach things is not to say to you, I'm the boss, therefore I do everything. Remember, we've got to carry everybody along. That's what Nnamdi does. You have to learn from his example. And if we're all, I don't know about you, I joined IPOB because of Nnamdi Kanu, yes? I didn't know about Abani before I started, yeah? I don't know if you heard the radio and you said, yeah, this guy is making sense. That's how I joined, okay. Any other question? Yes, please. Stay there, Captain.
Okay. Apart from the principle of command and control,
Yes.
so United Kingdom now, who is the boss of IPOB in the United Kingdom?
Okay, we mustn't forget that Nnamdi Kanu is the boss, yeah? He is the top man. And he can intervene at any stage. He could ask your national to step down. Can I step down? So he's the boss. So let's not get carried away. I told my deputy, who unfortunately isn't here today, I said, we've been appointed, but be ready to step down at any day. Yeah? So in other words, no one is above what we're trying to achieve. You don't put yourself above the struggle. We want to restore Biafra. If he's going to bring Biafra tomorrow and ask me to step down, I step down. Yeah? You've got to have that sort of mindset. It's not about me. It's about saving the lives of our people. Okay? So if your question is, who is in charge of IPOB in UK, there's a national coordinator who's responsive and answerable to. So don't think I'm the boss. Yeah, therefore everybody listens to me. If I mess up, I should be removed. The issue is if I don't mess up, and then you try to remove him, then the command and control and the ethos of fairness that we have need to be questioned. If we say, well, one family, we need to act as one. Okay? So, but I'm not going to dwell on that. We have a general meeting coming next Saturday. We need everybody there, voice your opinion. And that's what we're here. They were Biafrans. Okay. Anyone else? Silence. Okay. I'm going to suggest in your new zones that you have what I call ideas box. I don't know if most of you remember. Ideas box is like you cannot always, in a meeting, a heated situation, you can't always express what you want to express. So when you go